Good morning, champions, and welcome back to the channel. If you are joining me for the first time, please like the channel, subscribe, enable notifications so when we make other great contents, you will be number one to know. Today, I'm excited. We are in the series looking at success principles from an eagle, 7 success principles from the life of an eagle. If you have not watched the first video that we did, please check the links in the description and go check out the first vision, the first video that we made. Principle number 1, eagles fly at high altitude alone. And today we are getting into principle number 2. Eagles have high foresight. Eagles can see 3 miles away. They can see their prey 3 miles away. And what do we learn from this? And how can this help us to be more successful? The question is, what do you see? What do you see? Do you see the world as it is, or do you see the world as it could be? Vision is not just about sight. It is also about what? Foresight. It's also about foresight. It's not just what you observe. So people who change the world, they are not just people who see, they are creators, they are visionaries, they are architects of the future. They see things that could be, and that's just what an eagle sees when it sees a prey far away, 3 miles away, and it imagines that could be my lunch. That could be my lunch. So let me ask you something. Do you have vision, or to see the things that others can't see? Do you have vision to see the things, the opportunities that others can't see? I mean, think about 2019 and others. I mean, at the beginning of the pandemic, people were scared and going out. Entrepreneurs were seeing opportunities to produce masks, to produce PPE. The pharmaceuticals were seeing opportunities to advance research and come up with the various shots that were produced for COVID. What do you see? Do you see things that others can't see? So the willingness to believe in something before it exists, to believe that this is possible, if you are ready to look beyond observation, if you are ready to start imagining things the way they could be. So let's unlock the power of vision together, because we are in that world where this human race has sent men to space. We are in the world where the capability of the human race have transported organs or transplanted organs from one human being to another. The human race is an unstoppable race, and it starts with vision. So type I see, I see, I see. Type I see it in the comments. Go below and type I see it. If you believe that vision is what sets great people apart from the ordinary, the regular person, go into the comment section and type I see. So let's drill deeper into vision. Just as an eagle has a powerful eyesight, we too need that ability to see ahead. We need that ability to spot opportunities that others miss. Eagles see over 3 miles away. So imagine how unstoppable you would be if you could apply that level of insight, that level of foresight to your life. That's what vision is all about. That's what vision is all about. Envisioning a life's path, envisioning a purpose, and keeping your focus locked to it, And like an eagle, you will be able to move miles ahead of others. So let's look at some real world examples. I mean, Steve Jobs stands as an all-time visionary. He stands like an all-time visionary. I mean, when you look at He did not just create products. He did not just create fancy iPads and phones and everything else that has made our lives so good. I mean, Steve Jobs once said, "People don't even know what they want until you show them. They don't know what they want until you show them." So imagine what you could achieve by embracing that kind of vision and acting on it, thinking about what could make people's lives better, and you act on it, that will separate the ordinary Joe on the street from the successful leaders in your industry. I mean, think about it. You have been thinking about, how do I make money? How do I make my personal life better? How do I create a product? How do I create a service? How do I move this and that? And you have been looking at everything around you. Think ahead. When you start looking ahead, then you begin to create the things that will make you unstoppable. And I always like to take you back to the good book. The Bible says in Proverbs 29 and in verse 18, where there is no vision, the people perish. Where there is no vision, I mean, perish just means, I mean, you could expand on that word, but you could mean you miss your purpose, you miss your objective, you miss your opportunities. Vision is not just a nice idea, it is foundational. If you are going to succeed in this life, if you are going to succeed in your personal life and business, you've got to have foresight, you've got to see ahead. Think of it, think of vision like this. It gives you clarity, it anchors you for success. And when you know where you are going to, then you will know if you have reached there or not. And you would know that every step you take, every time you wake up early morning doing the things you need to do, you know that these are meaningful steps taking you forward to realizing that great vision. So think of a time when you had some clarity in your head, where you were clear about where you wanted to do, where you wanted to go or something. I mean, when you begin to imagine that, think how that move you forward. How you feel when you are sure of where you are going to. I mean, if you've been in that position where you've been so clear about what you want to do, whether you want to start a podcast, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start a new business, you want to venture or expand your business to new markets, think about a time when it was so clear in your mind. Share some of it in the comment section so we can learn and grow together. So I mean, there are other great examples. I mean, many people have lived to take their family, their children to Disneyland. I mean, what Disney, when he thought about the whole idea of Disneyland, people thought he was crazy. But that didn't stop him. That didn't stop him from going ahead. In fact, he once said, if you can't dream it, you can't do it. So he went ahead, took all the time, all the resources, mobilizing, convincing people, and today we have the beautiful empire of Disneyland. So here is a question for you. What's that one crazy idea in your head? Something that many might not even understand. Write it down. Share it in the comment section if you want to. Who knows? Maybe it's your vision of your own version of Disneyland, your own version of Apple, your own version of whatever it is. Just write it down, because you know what the Bible says, write down the vision, write it down. I mean, if you don't write it down and if you don't begin to think about your why, I mean, it's Simon Snake who says, your why, always think about, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this, when you know your why, when you know why you are doing something, you become obsessed with it. You become obsessed with it. It becomes your guiding light. Your why keeps you focused because you know. I mean, think about how many lives. Your why could be. I'm passionate about feminine hygiene. When I do business and I'm successful, I've been a manufacturer of sanitary pads, and I love to expand that business because it gives me joy when I go to schools or go to communities and share free sanitary pads to underprivileged lady, because I once was there and I know what it means to be a young girl and approaching puberty, and you don't know where you would get your pads from and all that. So your why drives you because the smiles that, think about the lives that you can change when you are successful, and that keeps you obsessed to succeed in your vision, So I want you to begin to write in the comment section your why. Why do you want to do the things you want to do, So I like statistics. Coming from an economic background, numbers just help you understand. So did you know that people who write down their goals, they are 42% more likely to achieve them than those who don't. It just keeps you many steps ahead, many steps ahead. Just imagine that and start acting on it, writing down. It's never late. Don't say, oh, it's late. It's never late. Your aha moment, your starting moment might just be now that you are watching this video and being inspired to take action, move beyond seeing things the way everyone sees to insight and foresight, and then taking the next step of writing down and being moved by your why you want to do the things you want to do. So grab a piece of paper and start writing down your vision, your dream. Picture it clearly. Picture it. What does it look like? What would your life look like 5 years down the line? I am excited. As I am really looking at my next 5-year vision, and I will be sharing some pieces on this, and in more detailed videos and workshops, I will teach you how to go about doing a clear vision board. And if you want to join our learning community, check the links in the description. Shoot us a text, shoot us an email, and we'll get back to you on some of our upcoming training sessions. So now I want to challenge you to create your own vision board or your goal list, something that captures where you want to be in life in the next 5 years. At least use photos, drawings, quotes, whatever that inspires you to stay focused on where you want to be. So ask yourself, why do I truly want to see this happen in my life? Why do I want to see it? What's the legacy that I want to leave behind? Because guess what? In the long run, we all gone. In the long run, we leave. We are not here forever. So if it's your comfort, you want to leave behind a better planet, you want to leave behind a legacy for your children, writing down that goal helps you to commit the rest of your time. So let's support each other as we watch your goals become what? Reality. Watch your goals turn from just goals to reality. So remember, champions, vision isn't just about what you see. It's about what you believe in. It's about what you believe in. It's seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. You see opportunities. It's time for you to begin to say, there is a famous story spoken about a guy who went in an island, and he saw an owner of a field chopping down a tree, and big fat logs. He was ordering his workers, clear these logs away, take them. They are messing up. This is junk. And one local guy just stopped by and said, why are you throwing away the logs? And they said, this is junk. This is junk. It's occupying space. I want to do some developments here. And he asks him nicely, Sir, can I have a piece of your junk? And he said, yes, please, get as many pieces as you want. The old man, smart, he picked that piece of log and he went to his little cabin. He put the log down, massive piece of log, and he walked around the log as though he was obsessed with the log. He was looking at it and he was having some excitement in him. And what did he begin to do? He began to imagine this log becoming a very beautiful eagle. He saw it, he marched around the log and he took his hammer and he took his chisel and he took all his tools and he began to chisel the log. He began to form it into an eagle. I mean, he slept in his workshop overnight, and by the time he finished and he made the eagle very nice, he looked at it, he slept in that workshop, and then very next day, or a few days down the line, after he had finished this nice, beautiful work, he took it out there on display and he was excited to sell this beautiful eagle. And guess what? The owner of the plantation from where he had actually picked the log from, drove past by, and he saw the beautiful eagle on display. He told his driver, please stop, stop, stop. And he asked the old man, where the how much is this? Oh, I love it. This is beautiful. And the old man said $5,000. And he happily took out his checkbook, wrote a check, $5,000, gave it to the old man. Guess what? The little did he know that his very junk is what he has. He now has to pay $5,000 to get it being transformed. Why? Because this guy saw, he had vision. He saw the beautiful eagle out of this trash. So I hope this has been inspiring to someone to take action, to see opportunities where others see trash, to see vision and foresight that can move you forward, and for us to make the world a better place. Let's learn from an eagle that sees its prey 3 miles away and it stays focused, it goes onto it. Until next time, remain a visionary, follow your dreams, and let's make this world a better place.